The spin doesn't end with, let's rationalize this away. The spin goes on. This guy named Dick Bishop wrote an article. Now, he's writing about the failure of this study. And here's the first 2 paragraphs that he wrote. In the mid-'60s, Madalyn Murray O'Hair, an avowed atheist and former member of the American Socialist Party, became a primary instrument in the banning of prayer in public schools. She may be dead and gone, but it appears that the ghost of one of America's most famous atheists is now making her presence felt by saying that prayers for the sick aren't worth the powder to blow them straight to kingdom come. O'Hair founded the Society of Separationists, a group she created after the successful court case that effectively banned prayer recitation in public schools. Outspoken, antagonistic, foul-mouthed, and always the ready contrarian, O'Hair's group eventually was renamed the American Atheist Organization. In 1995, she and her family disappeared. Their mutilated and decomposed bodies were not found until 5 years ago. I often wonder if they prayed for their lives in the last moments before they were murdered. In reality, of course, Madalyn Murray O'Hair has nothing to do with the latest bout of idiocy regarding prayer. Then why the fuck did you just spend 2.5 paragraphs telling us about Madalyn Murray O'Hair? Anything
to insult us.
Yeah, it's just...
And you know, before he fessed up that it had nothing to do with it, the story he was spinning is that Madalyn Murray O'Hair's ghost is floating around this study, making the prayers not work.
Yeah. And he considers the Templeton group to be a group with odd beliefs. And so he's trying to tie the Templeton group to atheists.
What the?
Wow.
You have no idea who the Templeton group is?
I am not sure. But for those who don't, the Templeton group sponsors and offers a reward for people who, quote, advance spiritual matters. It's the largest annual monetary prize to an individual, and it's $1.4 million. They also have a $50,000 Epiphany Prize for encouraging film and television producers to create movies and programs which increase the understanding and love of God. Another $50,000 prize for moral and spiritual values within film and television. And 5 $100,000 prizes to entrepreneurs over 60 who demonstrate innovation and altruism. Yeah.
They're making it their business to try to... they're going to try to prove that there's something to their dumbass religion, and if they can't do that, they're going to make it their business to just get it promoted anyway.
Now, is there something logically wrong with the idea of being of striving to be so altruistic that you'll win that prize?
Yeah, I thought of that earlier too. The only good thing that I can say about some of this spin is that because this study failed so utterly, and a handful of vocal people are now coming out and saying, studies like this shouldn't have been done, you can't test prayer that way. Maybe we won't see money wasted on bullshit like this again.
No.
I doubt it, but, you know.
But, in fact, Dr. Harold Koenig finished up his comments by saying, science is not designed to study the supernatural. No, that is bull. Science can study freaking anything that you can define and that causes any observable effects.
Right.
If it happens to be a supernatural thing that causes the observable effects, science can at least figure out there's an effect there that cannot be attributed to any known natural thing. And that's what studies like this are all about. As I said, I don't criticize their methodology. I just think they shouldn't be wasting money on this in the first place.
I don't think I can agree
Except
with that.
You don't think you can agree with what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's argue.
Because I don't think science can say that this effect is not due to a natural...
Oh, I said, did I not say known natural effects?
Okay. Maybe you did.
If it happens to be supernatural, it doesn't matter. Science can still detect it, as long as it produces an effect.
Right.
We might not necessarily know what it is.
We may not be able to know it's... Right. Yeah, natural...
Well, there's two issues. Is there actually an effect which we can measure and test?
Right.
And the second question is, can we determine what the source of that effect is? And I think that religionists are always going to be able to have that way out of, okay, we found no effects of this, but we still see it. And then if you actually find an effect but are unable to properly or actually identify a cause, like you're finding those little pinhole gaps in evolutionary theory, for example. They're just going to keep exploiting any gap and any excuse they can to say, well, you don't know for sure, or you don't know absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
At that point, they're just obviously full of shit.
Yeah. Well,
They can say
obvious
whatever
to
they want.
some.
They can say whatever they want, but
Yeah. So
there's
go ahead.
nothing
I'm sorry.
there.
And I'm feeling good.